Unless I use my full name. Whoops. Hello! My name is Tommy, and I have Autism syndrome ability. Haha. And I like to make things just for being creative about things and stuff. These are my Bruder bulldozers, and I got a skid steer, and I got a Delta loader. Now, a lot of the extra stuff you need is forklift attachment. Whee! Whee! And you could buy the forklift attachment, but I had my mommy just get me a whole other truck that comes with it. This is the Manitow. And you can go down, and you can go up. And you can go down, and you can go up. That's cool. So now I'm going to take this off. Ta-da! Now it is off. Now, did other people actually know that you can still use your forklift? Because I didn't know if you're supposed to, if the company said so or not, but whether they said so or not, you can put your forklift on like that. The forks just snap directly on there. So you can still use your forklift while using this part on other things. I thought that was pretty cool. I think they designed it that way because Bruder is really smart. They have really good designing people. Okay. Now I'm going to take this shovel off of here. Ta-da! That's off. Then I'm going to put this. I'm not going to snap it on. Well, yeah, for the first attachment, yeah, I'll snap it on. I gotta take it back off for the second attachment. Oh. Now, everybody can't think of everything. So normally, where you can clip this up, when you put the attachment in, it has these circle parts and it won't clip anymore. You'll see it's... Sometimes you can kind of get it to stay like that, but it doesn't snap anymore. I thought about if I got a Dremel and I dremeled it down, and I'd be able to clip it on. But that depends on the integrity of it, because that's extreme. Anyway, moving on. That's getting all wordy. Here is my Bruder, Bruder grader. Yeah, cause, sorry for me, cause, I got, brain damage. Mostly from autistic brain seizure that knocked out a bunch of stuff, so then I had to think a little slower. This is my Bruder grader. You can buy one of these. And my mommy let me ordered off of Amazon.com. That's where all my bulldozers come from. Ta-da! I got all these because of my broken brain. Gives me something fun to do. Now, I'm going to take this off of here. Whee! And put it over there. And see, the good thing is I still have my intelligence. I don't think quite as good, but I still got all my imagination. It still works. So, you see they got these clips on here, and then you try to put this in here, but it won't fit. And then you can clip it like that, but then it just falls right back off. it won't stay. So I was playing around and looking at stuff and thinking about things, and then I came up with 2 silver nails. Ta-da! Because, see, there's holes right there in the bottom. So you can put the nail right there in that hole. And then the bottom part of the nail goes in these little slats right here. Just like that. So when you put them together, and you have to be careful, the nail poking. Don't poke, scratch on your plastic. It doesn't look as good that way. Yeah, I don't want mine all scratched up. So very carefully put the nails in. You want to push this down. That way the nail fits in there real easy. There we go. That nail, I'm gonna make sure I got them in there. Nice and snug. Snug, snug. There we are. See the 2 nails? Check it out. Now I've got a blade on my Delta loader. Now it's a Delta blader. I should also mention that I learned how to talk by mimicking sounds. So instead of just pushing around plastic bulldozers, because if I was really big and I had plastic bulldozers, that would be kind of odd, I guess. People would think so. So I don't just have big plastic bulldozers and I push them around. I pretend like they're real. It exercises my imagination and my sound effects study. The more I work on it, the better I get. Practice makes perfect. See, I've been working on these bulldozers so long, I can do almost everything there is to do. I can even get in here and start it. Yeah, that's one sound that I haven't perfected yet. I can't do the squeaky sound. Make sure my nails are tight. That's going to take me a little more practice. I want to make sure the nails are tight because I'll show how robust it is. It is. If I ever need it to stay up. Cool. Now I'm just going to drop the arms. Bang! Can you imagine that 2 silver nails can be that good? Sorry, little bulldozer. You can't get rid of it that way. Nail's still tight. Yes! It's really hard to tell. If you look at it from this way, it looks like they're falling out. And then you see, as long as they're pressed up against that, I don't think they're even going to get loose, though. That's why I had to use 2 little silver nails. They had to be really pointed so they could slip in there. It's a really tight fit. One of the other questions, though, it's not just fun to imitate things if there's nothing really to actually imitate. Since I don't have any dirt, I'm going to use this. Can it work as a functioning toy? I don't know. You tell me. Seems rather effective to me. Alright, that's enough of that. Moving on to the next attachment. Now this is really cool. What if you don't want to have a blade? That out. That out. Up. And look at that. Now you don't have a blade anymore. Is that amazing? 2 itty bitty silver nails. That's all it took. To make the plow so strong it can push a toolbox. That's cool. Attachment number 2, just for the fun of it. Not very practical. It's the back of the grader. This scraper thing. I don't even know what it's called. Yeah. I might have known a long time ago, but I forgot most of everything. I just call it a scraper thing. It's a scraper thing. Now, to do that one, you have to good. Take this off. Now this one's more complicated, so I was going to do it second. And I had difficulty with the practical. See, if you cut a hole in the bottom and you stuck it on here, that'd be totally awesomely cool. But you'd have to super modify your toy. If you have a toy that's this good, why would I want to modify it? Like, I don't want to cut holes in it. That doesn't sound funny. If I don't cut the hole right, then this won't fit in there, and then there'll just be a great big hole in the bottom of your toy. It would be really sad. So, doing that, so you put that right there, and it doesn't really on there. Then I figured out it's a twist tie. I have a black twist tie. See? Then I just put my twist tie over here. Down there. Just like that. Pop! Oh, look at that. Then slip it through these little holes back here. Wrap it around. Then I'm gonna bring it back through here. I don't really think the method is that important. The only thing that matters is getting it to stay on, that's all. Wrap it around there. Wrap this one around there. There you go. Now I'm going to twist it. Now I'm going to put it on. Alrighty. And put it upside down. That's amusing. I think I'm going to leave that in my video because it's funny. Look, I just demonstrated how to put it on upside down. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. You can have an upside down plow thing. Yay! Yeah, who wants the right side up one? Upside down ones are so much cooler. Ta-da! There you go. Now that it's on the right way that it's supposed to go. Whoosh. Hey, look at that. See, the only not practical thing is backwards. I don't know if skid steer would actually do something backwards. But if you did, then you could do this. You know what I would that I could do a lot? I would that I could do an engine and a backup signal. Although I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I only got one mouse. I think it takes two. And every time I have to back up, the engine gets turned off. I mean, how's that logical? That just doesn't make any sense. Now it's just beeping and it's mysteriously going backwards. But anyway, if I wanted to have more fun, I could just turn the backup signal off. That's kind of more fun, because then it's like all the engine. So I think you could use this in a place where you couldn't fit your grader, and then you could still plow the ground and stuff. Get all plowed up. And then we just take the twist tie off. It's a little easier. Ta-da! You don't have to take this off to get the twist tie out. And then what I do, I just slide my twist tie off of here, and I keep the same shape right there. And I can just put it on and off. Now, you put these back on the grader. There's one more attachment that is extreme, because the Bruder catalog does not tell you about it. That's why they're extreme extra attachments. Ta-da! It's a backhoe! Whee! Everybody knows how backhoes can do those really cool stunts. They can do this. Yeah! Woohoo! That's what's so cool about backhoes. Yes, but this one can do something else. It can do... It can do changing into only a tractor. No! Actually, you can take this backhoe, and with the little black slots right here that were made for the winch to go in, they're the same exact size as the backhoe. With zero modifications whatsoever. You simply snap your backhoe into the slots, and away you go. There's just one problem on the Delta loader. it's all floppy like this. So if you actually wanted to display it, oh yeah. See, I got this silver bolt. And I just put it right in here. See, it falls down a lot. Now if I come up with something better than that, it would actually stay. Oh. I gotta quit pushing it forward. Okay, let me try that one more time. Okay, don't push it. Because if you change the position, it's just gonna fall right back down again. So then I can do that. You can do that. Now, whoops. Oh dear. There was one modification I made with my backhoe in the very back of the backhoe. I used my Dremel to drill that out, and that wouldn't actually be recommended. I did it for the fun of it myself. There we go. And I can display mine like that. Yeah. Whoa! How cool is that? Yeah. I forgot to put the middle stick back in here too. I don't have that on there either. But if I wanted to show why I did that, I could do that real quick. Let's see. I just put my finger over here. There it goes. Pop! It goes off. Now this is really extreme modifications. You only want to do that if you know what you're doing with it. Anyways, the reasons I did that was I dremeled this, all this plastic out of here, and then I dremeled these right here. I had to remember if I modified this part. Yep. This was all modified. I dremeled this, and I dremeled this, and now, see, my backhoe can dig just like the real backhoe. It goes completely under. Not only that, I have the full independent movement. So I can go up like this, and I can go like this, and I can dig a hole like this. See, like I can put the arm all the way out, and then bring the shovel all the way in, and then bring it up, and then dump it out. So that's why I did that. But see, you can't display it when it's like that, it just falls right back down. Mostly when I display my backhoe. I like to use my added feature, because the original backhoe, it only goes like this. So it goes up like that, and then it just falls down. On my backhoe, you can turn it up, and then when it gets stuck like that, the arm gets stuck up in the air. The arm can't come back down anymore, so it's really cool. It's an awesome way to display it. It takes a lot of extra dremeling though. It's worth the trouble. All you gotta do is dremel that space out right there, and then dremel enough room down the bottom. You only take enough plastic for it to fit right there. So you take a little bit of plastic out of there. Then you take a little bit of plastic out of that part right there, so that fits in there. And you got a fully movable one. But so I can finish my video real quick. I'm going to show the one vehicle that doesn't need any modifications whatsoever. The skid steer! Woohoo! Yay! These things are awesome. I always wanted to drive a real one. Everyone that has one should know how to do that. Get that off. Did everybody know that you can do this though? Click. And see, on the skid steer, it's so low to the ground in such a small little vehicle. Then when you put it on here, it just fits right on there. You don't need an extra bolt to hold it in place. It will stay all by itself, and it's supported by the feet. So it's 100% awesome, and it looks just like the real backhoe skid steer. So that is some really awesomely cool extra attachments that you can do with your Bruder construction toys. And the last thing that I was going to say before I turn off my camera today, this extra forklift attachment, you know, goes on several other construction vehicles. Like, for example, let me try to carefully get this off of here. The backhoe is the hardest one to get off. There, I got it. I don't want to overstress these plastic points here. They might snap off. For some reason, that one's extremely hard to take off. All the other ones work really easily. Right. See? Any construction vehicle that holds that attachment can very easily do this. Yeah, remember this thing? Yeah. Now we're getting cool. And now there. And now there. As I was just thinking, when it comes to putting a blade on any of my Bruder trucks, I've nailed it. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, I know. That was, that was interesting to say the least. But anyway, check it out. I have a backhoe that has a blade that can push things. Ugh. Okay, maybe not my arm. Cool! I never did that before. Okay, so you can't crash it. Well, my arm is softer than a toolbox, so I really hit it kind of hard. That was fun. Oh well, I guess this demonstrates how easy it is to put the thing back on there. Oops, knocked it off. That's okay, I'll just put it right back again. There we go. And I popped it off again. There we don't go. Oh, let me sure. Aha! Okay, got it this time. I see that the first time I didn't put it all the way in the groove. You have to really press it down to get it all the way in the groove. Now let go. See, that's the key choice. Ugh. Press down, put the nail in, now let go of the blade, and it locks in place. There we go. Cool. Okay. I just came up with the idea. Now I'm learning how to do it efficiently. Yeah, you just press the blade in, put the nail in, then once you get the nail in, let go of that, and boom! The resistance holds it in place. Okay, so we can't be excessively rough with it. As long as we're not excessively rough. Love the way it squeaks too. It should also be, whoa, that's pretty cool. It's some sort of a mowing attachment. I'm not exactly sure what kind. It's really small. Or, ooh, I got it. A little bit of imagination, I know exactly what it is. It's that little rock sweeper thing. Not the one with the brushes. The one that shakes along the ground. I wanted Day to have it with this one, but Bruder doesn't make one of those. Actually, that could be one. Yeah, it goes around and it collects the rocks. If you use a bunch of little white rocks when you fill in, when you bury a pipe and there's a bunch of rocks left over. I could pretend. Yep, if I put my thumb right there, then it doesn't flip backwards anymore. That's actually pretty cool. Well, if Bruder didn't make a dusting, I forgot what that was called. If they didn't make one of those, you could use this for one. Bruder actually makes the little brush thing though. So that's awesome, you don't have to pretend. You can just go out and buy one. I didn't buy one of those yet. I think it's really awesome that your backhoe can have a blade on it. Doesn't it just look so much cooler for some reason? I don't know why. It just looks cooler. It's so cool! It's awesome! Not only that. Aw. I know why it might not fit that good. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Ouch! Ah! My thumbs hurt now. Maybe it's because the front of the attachment on the backhoe is too wide. Ah, it was pushing this out, which is flexing the plastic. It's making it harder for my nails to stay put. I was going to say, you can also use it for farm equipment. I don't have a regular tractor because this one has four-wheel turning. I was like, would you like a regular tractor that turns with two wheels, or would you like a tractor that can do this? I was like, well, it doesn't look like a tractor, but it sure is awesome. I'm gonna go with the awesome one. I call it a tractor truck because it looks like it's parked truck. Wow, there was this hanging noise from upstairs. Yep, I'm going to put the blade on here. Do 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 do. Ah, no wonder the blade came off when I had it on the backhoe. So I was thinking, it's the first time that's ever happened to me. So it doesn't work as good on the backhoe because the backhoe stretches the plastic. Which kind of helps explain why it's so hard to get the front attachments off the backhoe. There you go. Oh man, that looks awesome. I'm thinking it's because it's yellow. Oh, it looks way better than the regular shovel because it's bigger too. This truck can also dance. Yeah, da, 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 yeah. See? And my giant tractor has a blade. So he can clear his farm and make a smooth road. So the big knobbly wheels come behind it and then they make it unsmooth. That's really fun. And the door's open. Yay! Do you see how much fun that is? It's awesomely fun. I got a blade on my tractor. And a backhoe on my skid steer. Yeah! And that's my video. Extreme Bruder Attachments. Woohoo! Yay! And look, it's me. Because the camera's pointed at the ground where all the cars are. Or coffee table. Yay! And that's the end of the video. Now I will turn off the camera. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.